Well, the Democrats are going absolutely crazy over Donald Trump's cabinet picks. And by the way, that tells us that Donald Trump is on the right path. And he's picked everybody from Elon Musk, which we expected, to Vivek Ramaswamy, Pete Hegseth. Now, that was a bit of a twist, but I think we're on the right direction. Tulsi Gabbard, Matt Gaetz, who I'm absolutely loving that pick, and many, many, many others. The only one that I'm not too happy about would be Marco Rubio. I have a little bit of skepticism there, but we'll see where it takes us. Thus far, I do believe that Donald Trump is doing a good job. But with that, the Democrats are in a real panic mode, so much so that many of them are leaving the platform X, and others are calling for the FBI to go after some of Donald Trump's cabinet picks. Now, we already know that the FBI has been weaponized by the Biden administration to go after their political opposition. And they've done that pretty intently with Donald Trump, his lawyers, his friends, his cabinet members, those who surround themselves with Donald Trump. And Elon Musk has really seen a lot of that lately. Well, now they're calling for more interaction from the FBI. What really ticks me off is the fact that the FBI and the DOJ are all out there crying because they're worried that there could be repercussions for their actions. And I can't wait till the Donald Trump administration gets in there and cleans house. You guys are going to be floored by this. I am so shocked that the FBI is even being called to do this. And I believe that we need to really pray for all these new cabinet members, because there could be an immediate danger with all these kinds of, who knows, maybe there's going to be leftists who start suing them. The FBI could go after them. The Lord only knows. We are in a very unstable time in our life. But before I get into it, just a quick break from my sponsor. Well, folks, the FBI calls it house stealing. And this is something I have been warning about here on my channel for well over a year because it's such a huge problem. Scammers can transfer your home title, take out a loan in your name, and leave you with nothing but an emotional and financial disaster. If you own a home or real estate, then it is absolutely critical that you protect your property and equity from these types of criminals. And in fact, I know of no better way to do that than by checking out HomeTitleLock.com. If you haven't checked it out before, now is the time. And the good news is they are giving away to my listeners 30 days free of Home Title Lock's triple protection, which includes 24/7 monitoring of your title and also urgent alerts if anything changes. And most importantly, restoration of your title if there is any fraud whatsoever. And all you have to do is enter the promo code Lisa right there in the coupon section you can see on the screen. But protect your home equity and even your peace of mind right now with HomeTitleLock.com. HomeTitleLock.com. If you want more information, click that more button if you're on your cell phone, or click the link in the description box below. All right, back to the broadcast. So let's dive in first to Donald Trump's two latest picks, because I want to highlight this. The first one here is Matt Gaetz. Trump nominates Matt Gaetz to be the Attorney General in stunning move. And then he also announced, here's CNN Politics, and I had to bring it up on CNN because you know they're crying right now as they're also losing ratings. But Trump picks Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence. The good news is right now CNN is looking into firing a lot of people because their ratings just suck. They have completely gone south. Nobody takes them legitimate anymore. And now they're having to lay off huge swaths of their staff. Mainstream media has become nothing anymore because they don't even tell you the truth. The good news is I'm very happy about these latest two picks. I'm absolutely stoked. And both of them are very honored by the position. Here's Matt Gaetz. It will be an honor to serve President Trump as the Attorney General. And then, of course, Tulsi Gabbard said, thank you, real Donald Trump, for the opportunity to serve as a member of your cabinet to defend the safety, security, and freedom of the American people. I look forward to getting to work. Now, I believe that the Democrats are absolutely livid about both of these people, not to mention a bunch of others. They went crazy over Pete Hegseth and many others. Of course, Elon Musk, they expected that, but they're still kind of going nuts. And by the way, if you want to go to Restricted Republic, Justice Knight put up a good video on some of that. But with that, I believe the Democrats are absolutely terrified of Tulsi Gabbard and Matt Gaetz as well, but specifically Tulsi Gabbard, because she was in the Democrat Party. She knows their plays. She knows their moves. She ran for the presidential candidate of the Democrat Party. And then, of course, she came to the right side. I think they had all these hopes for her on the Democrat side. And now that she's no longer with them, they see her as a massive threat. Now, John Bolton has just come out and literally called for the FBI to go after Tulsi Gabbard and Matt Gaetz. Take a listen.
I don't think either she or Matt Gaetz ought to have a confirmation hearing until they have both had full field FBI investigations.
Why do you
then
think?
I think the Chinese would say
FBI investigations
maybe
into
they are
Gabbard?
serious. I think so, given the Russian propaganda that she has espoused over the past period of time. I think she's a serious threat to our national security. I think Republican senators should reject both of them.
I want to ask John Bolton a question. What was the crime that Matt Gaetz or Tulsi Gabbard committed that you want to sick the FBI on them? Because quite frankly, no crime has been committed. Where does John Bolton come off to say FBI go after them? Where does he even have the audacity to say that on public television when everybody knows there's no crime that has been committed? So why are you asking for that? Oh, I know. That's because the Biden administration has weaponized the FBI against political opposition for quite some time. So he feels the audacity to come up in the public eye and say, go after these. And it's almost as if the FBI and the DOJ have been used as their hound dogs to go after Republicans. Because again, he didn't mention any crimes in there that were committed by either of them. He just says they need to be investigated. It used to be that you had to have a crime first, and then the FBI and the DOJ and these intelligence communities would go after you. There had to be a crime. But no, not anymore. Now they go after you and investigate you looking for a crime. And this is what John Bolton has just called for. Again, there's no crime. None. Unless John Bolton can think of one, right? What was the crime, John Bolton? This is how you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that these agencies have been weaponized. He's literally sicking the FBI on Trump cabinet picks, or attempting to, right? And I don't believe any of his cabinet picks are out of the... I believe that all of his cabinet picks are at risk right now of stuff like this, because the Democrat Party has been playing very, very dirty over these past couple of years, and they have been showing their full deck of cards to everybody. So that's why I say, please continue to pray, not only for Donald J. Trump, but all of his cabinet members, because, hey, the Democrats have been awful quiet, and I can't help but think they've got something up their sleeve. We also have to remember that they've already sicked these intelligence agencies and the likes of the TSA and all of this on Matt Gaetz and Tulsi Gabbard already. As a quick reminder, here is a town hall why Tulsi Gabbard was put on TSA's suspected terrorist watch list. She actually had to sue the Biden administration because they put her on that list. She wanted to know why she was on that list, and her husband were harassed everywhere they went when they tried to fly. Then we also have this with ABC News on Matt Gaetz. Once faced a sex trafficking investigation by the Justice Department, he could now lead. Interesting. So they've already went after them. They only go after Republicans for the majority of it, by the way. And those Democrats who dare cross the line against these Democrats, the Democrats who do stuff that they don't like, they'll go after, right? But anyway, these things are already happened. There is, I don't trust the FBI's investigations or the DOJ's investigations anymore, because they have proven when they went after Donald J. Trump and made up all these crimes, by the way, that no one has been convicted of a majority of what he has been convicted of suddenly, right? And yet we have all these felonies now with Donald J. Trump for bogus crimes because they went and tried to find a crime versus having the crime first. They went and we're going to look through his whole lifestyle and find out where the crime is happening. Completely illegal kind of stuff. And they've also went after Elon Musk. They've been pretty hard on his other cabinet members already. CNN Politics Justice Department warned Elon that his $1 million giveaway to register voters may be illegal. And I believe it was found not illegal by the court system. But either way, it goes to show you how they're really after Trump, his cabinet members, and even us, using all of these agencies. That's why I highly warned against the 80 some odd thousand IRS agents, because they have used the IRS to target conservatives, specifically even the Tea Party, before. They had to come up and apologize for it. And I fear that this could very well happen again. Now, right after the announcement came that Matt Gaetz was going to be the Attorney General, this happened, and I'll show you this. This is on zerohedge.com. Gaetz resigns effective immediately after Trump AG pick. DC in full-blown panic mode. According to Mike Johnson, Gaetz has resigned immediately. And here's what Johnson said. I think out of deference to us, he issued his resignation letter effective immediately of Congress, said Johnson. This caught us by surprise, but I asked him what the reasoning was, and he said, well, you can't have too many absences. So under Florida state law, there's about an 8-week period to select and fill in a vacancy. And so by doing so today, that allows me, I've already placed a call to Governor DeSantis in Florida and said, let's start the clock. He's in Italy at the moment. And so we're going to talk first thing in the morning about this. And if we start the clock now, if you do the math, we may be able to fill that seat as early as January 3rd when we take the new oath of office for the new Congress. So I think he's just playing his odds there. More or less wanting to fill the seat and fill the seat early. Some people are saying, mainly the mainstream media, that he resigned ahead of his ethics committee meeting, and that's why he's resigning. If he becomes the head of AG, that's not going to matter anyway. I'm going to take a little bit of a different spin on it. I don't think that's fully the reason why. I think that him and Donald Trump have something up their sleeve. Because a lot of people are saying, well, he's not going to get confirmed. Senate's not going to confirm him. And that's a real possibility. And by the way, any of the senators that don't confirm Matt Gaetz, we are going to vote you out. We are going to get you out. We want Matt Gaetz in there. That's why we put Donald Trump in charge. If you don't vote him in, you should be voted out in the primaries. And I'll do everything in my power from my channel to make that happen, to tell people not to vote for those people who did not confirm Matt Gaetz. But here's this, The Hill. McCarthy says Gaetz won't get confirmed. Everybody knows it. Now, I don't like McCarthy, but here he is saying that. And then we also have two rhinos, which are Democrats, who are saying they're not going to do it. Here we go. Rhino Senators Murkowski and Collins say they will not vote for Matt Gaetz after supporting the devil in a suit, Merrick Garland. So you're going to tell me that you're going to appoint and approve Merrick Garland as a rhino, but you're not going to appoint and approve Matt Gaetz. If you're in their districts, please shoot them emails, contact them now. Let them know that they need to put Matt Gaetz in and confirm him. We need to do this ahead of time. But either way, I believe that the reason that Matt Gaetz is putting in his resignation is because Donald Trump might have something up his sleeve if he doesn't get confirmed, right? There is a way around it. And I'm not going to get into the specifics, but there is a way around it where he could still potentially get him confirmed. If that falls through, I think that they could essentially say, hey, you know what? We've got an empty seat with Marco Rubio. We can put you as a replacement there, or something to the effect of. Don't hold me to that. I don't know the future, but I definitely think that that's something that could happen. Meanwhile, the Democrats are losing their literal shit over Matt Gaetz, which tells me we're on the right track. Here's Geraldo Rivera. Matt Gaetz is a douche. So bad for Attorney General. Gross. Then we have Adam Schiff. First, the Supreme Court granted a presidential immunity for weaponizing the Justice Department. Now, Donald Trump wants to appoint Gaetz as AG. Confirming him would mean affirming the worst presidential abuses of the DOJ. You mean like under the Biden administration? But anyway, he must be rejected by the Senate. And I love what Elon Musk had to say here. The hammer of justice is coming. Big, fat, freaking amen to that. Amen. Well, if Adam Schiff don't like it, makes it all the better for me and you, right? Because he is worried for his little friends in the deep state and the intelligence community that they may actually have to answer for the crimes that they have committed. Right? Meanwhile, all these Democrats are leaving X, and more power to them. Go, be gone, make your voices heard somewhere else, shall I say. Here's Twitchy. The joy is gone. Joy Reid deletes her account on X as MSNBC's ratings continue to crash. Bad move on her part anyway, but who cares? Then we also have New York Post. Ex-CNN anchor Don Lemon says he's quitting X over the new terms of service. And then we have Jamie Lee Curtis, good riddance, deletes her account on X. Here's how she revealed the decision on Instagram. The Guardian won't post on X anymore, but isn't deleting accounts there, at least for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Take more of you guys with you. Nobody needs you because you're irrelevant. Garden's become irrelevant. Jamie Lee Curtis has become irrelevant. So it has Don Lemon and Joy Reid. And CNN is dying. MSNBC is dying. All these mainstream networks can't keep up with the real news that has now become X, quite frankly. And it's become you. You and I and people like us. You want to know how to grow these news networks? Tell the freaking truth. And you're not doing it, mainstream media. Anyhow, wanted to bring all of that to you guys. Please get on over to restrictedrepublic.com. I'm going to be dropping some huge information on there regarding the vid that you're going to want to hear. Just new information that has kind of come to light, confirmed everything I feared and everything I fear going forward with that. But get to restrictedrepublic.com. Use the coupon code Trump47. You can get it for $2.99 per month. And that'll last you 3 years. You can cancel whenever you want, by the way. And that's $2.99 per month for that 3-year period. But get there and get the content you're not getting anywhere else. We have exclusive video stuff. And what you're getting here on these controlled platforms is free for a reason. Please make sure you get on restrictedrepublic.com and check that out. Anyhow, I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.